Hello, hello, everybody. It's Fabienne, and I am joined today by Stephanie Hess, who is here to tell you about what it was like for her in her business, specifically before she joined us in Boldheart. Hi,
Hi,
Stephanie.
Fabienne.
So, tell me, what wasn't working in your business?
I
This was a year and a half ago, right?
It
2019.
was, yeah. I was feeling just overwhelmed by all of the information that was out there on what to do and what I thought I had to do. And I really felt that I had a handle on the important things and it just wasn't working. I was working with a couple clients here and there. I was making maybe a couple $100 in my business a month. On a good
Mm,
month, maybe a little bit more, but it, it was such a dark and lonely place at that point.
mm. And you told me recently that you had tried other programs before, worked with other people. We will not name them because that's not the right thing to do, of course. But what you were hesitant about investing in your business with another program because of how it hadn't worked with you before. Is that what I understood?
Yeah, that's it. I had come to Mindset Retreat with the idea that I wasn't going to invest in anything. I just wanted to be there and soak up the energy. I had recently made some pretty big investments in my business that year. And and yet there was something that transformed for me just being there. And I just knew I felt that deeper connection to you and Boldheart. And I just felt like it was that heart centered piece that really had been missing.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of other programs out there, and many of them, I would like to say the majority of them don't put the heart at the center. And some people might think that that's the heart is not a serious business thing, but what we've discovered is when you take the pragmatic and practical with the heart, you can actually grow your business exponentially. So things weren't working well a year and a half ago. You joined, and what happened in these last 18 months so far? You're in the middle of a program. What's happened to you so far that will inspire those watching you today?
It was at that mindset retreat where I first wrote my very first affirmations index card that you teach us. And I just remember writing the number that I just envisioned in my mind. Yet it felt so far out of reach, Fabienne. And I wrote it anyway. And every day since then, I have looked at this card like you teach us to. And being in the program, being in the vortex, coming to the quarterly activators, for me, that it is so needle moving. Um, that number, which was a $20,000 month that I wrote on that first card, we just did that last month.
Yes, congratulations. That is a big rise from where you were. How does that feel?
I have chills. I have chills in this moment. It's almost surreal, yet I knew deep down it would be possible one day. It was just a matter of having the right ingredients and formulas in place to get there. And um, we're here now, and it just feels incredible. And I get to be fully me in my business, and that is the best part.
Sometimes people come to Bold Heart and they feel like, oh, this is another program where I have to put on my masculine armor and I can't show my spiritual side and I can't show that I'm intuitive and emotive and what has this program meant for you? Of course, there's like all the systems and all the activators and the structures and the processes. What have you enjoyed that's helped you flourish here so far? What are the aspects that you like about the program?
It's those deeper internal shifts that often aren't the
Mm,
sexy ones that truly create the external
mm,
results. And and it's almost as if nothing nothing on the outside can change on a deep level if we don't recalibrate our own sense of self-worth and feeling like we can have an amazing business and an amazing life, which you model for us
Mm.
every single day. And so this has just really brought me to such a deeper, more real, more true place in my life and business. And
Yeah,
I'm so
thank
grateful.
you for talking about that aspect of the program. I really believe that I can hand over all of the team and delegation and hiring and systems and marketing. How to 10x your business, how to create this online, how to create passive income. But if we don't actually work on the mindset piece, and as you know, we have a mindset first methodology where during our quarterly activators, we will remove the resistance, all the beliefs, all the fears, all the rules we have, all the past failures we've had about a particular topic. We'll remove that before I actually give you all the exactly how to, and that makes all the difference. But other programs I've been in and witnessed just completely bypass that, and that's why a lot of people have trouble implementing and getting traction in other programs. Um, Tell me about the community. Tell me about the weekly calls. Tell me about the mastermind pod. What aspects of the program do you like in that way? The tangible ones.
Mm. I love how you say about like the vortex, getting in the vortex. And it's kind of like we take our little energy cord and plug it into everyone else. And that's truly how it feels. And for me, it's so much more than the mindset even. It's embodiment and showing up weekly, monthly, quarterly with the community. It's as if you're Boldheart, your team, you are always helping us to embody better leadership and what true impact really looks like. And that is just that's been a really
Yeah, yeah,
needle
yeah.
moving factor.
There is somebody who is listening right now, and she may have been following us and kind of doing what I call doing the dance, lurking, thinking one day like, I'm just gonna call, I'm just gonna get myself in this program. Oh no, I don't know. Maybe it's just all hype. Maybe they're not actually that good. Maybe these people aren't real. I don't know if I can do it. What would you say to that person who so desperately wants a change in her business, who wants to make 20K a month but just hasn't had the tools yet? What would you say to her about taking the leap of faith and jumping in with us?
Trust the feeling. There is a reason that you're lurking. There is a reason that you're feeling deep resonance to Boldheart, to Fabienne. I felt this from day one, and I just trusted that to guide me to that
Yeah,
yes.
I feel the same way. If there's
Trust
something
the
that keeps
feeling.
showing up in my life and it's like under my nose all the time, sometimes you just have to take the leap of faith, and because you don't want to regret later, wonder what would have happened if. Let me ask you this, Stephanie, with what you're learning right now, with all the activators, with the structure for your nature, with these beautiful people surrounding you and encouraging you and believing in you, what do you think is possible for your business, your impact, your personal life within 3 to 5 years?
Oh gosh, I was just thinking about this. I really see a million. Um, a million within 3 years, and that would be around my 40th birthday. And I can't believe that, but I do believe it based on the support and all the
Yeah. And you
resources
know that
that
this
I
is what we
have
do
at
in
my
the program
fingertips.
is fast tracking you from 10K a month to 80, 100K a month. It usually takes 3 to 5 years. So you're just right on track for that. That's amazing. That's amazing. Worthwhile program, would you say? Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Stephanie.
Definitely.
You will inspire countless women and men who lead with their hearts too, to taking the next right step. And I am so grateful for you for this time together today. Thank you so much.